Ollerö und herzlich willkommen zurück zur allerletzten Folge Let's Play Hasch Hasch. Wobei ich direkt dazu sagen muss, es gibt kein Gameplay, sondern einfach nur so ein paar abschließende Worte. Und jetzt wird es nochmal schräg. Ich werde das Ganze auf Englisch machen. Sorry. So, once again, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hasch Hasch. Only your love can save them. But this episode will not contain any gameplay footage. And it's in English, as you can hear right now. This last episode shall be a small outro. I have so many things to say about Hasch Hasch. It's like, I want to give my honest opinion about this game. Like a short, not review, not exactly like a review, but, well, I just want to give you my thoughts about Hasch Hasch. So this video is in English because I really hope that I can reach a lot of people with it who likes to think or have the idea to buy Hasch Hasch and are not completely sure. So I keep it short for you. Yes, just buy that game. You will not regret it. Okay? This is the point. So now you can stop this video, you can buy the game on Steam, for example, and just play it. Yeah, because I think I will not be totally spoiler free in this video. And on the other hand, I have a little hope that some certain people maybe see and hear this video. That would be so cool. So what do I want to say about Hasch Hasch? Well, it's a dating sim, and in my real honest, totally honest opinion, this is the best, I like to call them panty game. This is the best panty game I've ever played. Well, I played a few panty games, thanks to friends and members of, let's say my community. Starting with Honey Pop. Yes, that was my first panty game, it was kind of funny, and it was followed by Honey Pop 2, Double Date, and then I played a little while Natsuro High School for PlayStation 2, and then I got Cyber Crush 2069, and then Super Seducer, Sucker for Love, First Date, Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim, and then finally Hasch Hasch. Yeah, so I've got some experience, and Hasch Hasch is something else, something very, very, very good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it nearly from the first moment. Nearly, because it was like... The story was like this. One day I started Steam and a window plopped up. You got a gift. What again? Okay. Oh, it's another panty game. So it was like, what the fuck? Why again? But then after a while it was like, what the fuck? This game is really, really good. So thanks to Nairobi, who gave me that game and who also loved this game at least as much as I do. We both think it's our personal game of the year. Hasch Hasch is, it's so, it's hard to describe. There are so many things I really like about Hasch Hasch. It's not like, where should I start? I think I start with the game itself. It's more or less, in quotes, just clicking, yeah. But the whole story around that dating world is, it's exciting. It's kind of mysterious. It's hooking. I was curious about what the next day will offer, how the story evolves, and yeah, like that. And one exciting, interesting part of this game was not like, for example, Honeypop. If you fail a date, you just fail a date, you can do the date at another time. Yeah, there was no downside. Here in Hashash, nearly every choice you make have some consequences for the future. Yeah, nearly like in real life. And if you choose wrong, then it might happen that a few days later your character or some of the destined girls die. And that was very, very shocking for me when I died the first time. It was like, okay, what the fuck? It was so sudden. It's just like walking, through the park. No, I was at a beach. Spoiler. And then I died suddenly, just like that. Like, okay. And that was a point where I realized, okay, you can die. There are game over screens, which I don't want to see. And yes, it was suddenly something serious. Yes, and it was even more serious the longer I played. Yeah, and at the end, okay, spoiler, dramatic endings. Yeah, but before I talk about the dramatic endings, oh, maybe you can hear I don't have any concept. Yeah, I'm just talking. It's not only the story I really liked. How to say? I really liked the girls, my 5 destined girls. Yeah, I played. Yes, as I told you, I played a lot of Penty games, and whenever there is a girl, it was like, yeah, it's a girl. I got my favorite girl in every of these games, also in Hashash, and yes, those people who watched my Let's Play know, yeah, it's Mio. Mio is my favorite girl among these 5. And it's a very easy choice for me. I really like every of these 5 girls, yeah, even Cassie. Cassie was really, really hard at first, or difficult, and yeah, but after a while, I got to know her better. I got to know every girl better and better, and now it's getting a little cringy, but can I say I have fallen in love with them so, on a virtual level, or not with them, but with the game? Yeah. This it is. I have fallen in love with the game because of the girls, because of the way how they are written and how they develop, and they were incredibly how to say. Yeah, I have Google Translator by my side. They are all the 5 girls, or every character in this game, are believable. Yeah, they are lovable. The way they talk. Oh, talking. That's another whole thing. Thanks to all the voice actors who have spoken one of the characters in the game. The voice actors did a very good job. They were wow. Just wow. It was, yeah, it felt, and it should be like that. It felt like real conversations when I was, yeah, in quotes, talking to them. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Every one of them. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, the voice actors gave life to the characters, and that made the characters even more realistic in a certain way. And after a while, after you got to know them better and better, you realize every of these 5 girls have a serious problem, and you and they share their problems with you, with the player, and you and I felt their problems, I felt their pain, and well, this might be a little embarrassing for me, but yeah, I was so sucked into the world, sucked to Subrosa. I was mentally there. I was next to the girls, and every time, and now I switch back to the dramatic endings, and every time I got some of these really, really bad endings, I was either nearly about to cry, or I was crying. Yeah, I cut it all the sounds which I made in between. I cutted them, so you don't have to hear that. But I was sitting in front of my computer, in front of my monitor, and I was crying. Can you imagine? Because that game is so good. It is absolutely immersive in my eyes. I am 36-year-old. I am an adult grown-up. Adult and grown-up, yeah. Adult and grown-up. And I don't cry often. I don't cry during sad scenes in movies or series. I'm not crying while reading a book with dramatic scenes. Sometimes I shed a tear or two during epic scenes in anime. Yeah, sometimes. Rarely. But here, in Hush Hush, wow. I got through every emotion you can imagine. Joy, there was happiness, there was anger, surprise, I don't know, sadness, of course. Yeah, every emotion. I was laughing, I was crying, I was loving, I was dying. And yes, that rhymes. Yeah, it got everything. And I really, really love Hush Hush. Game of the year? Maybe even more, I don't know. Well, I have to tell you, I was living and reliving Hush Hush 3 times. The first time was in September already, I think. It was in September when I played Hush Hush the first time while recording my Let's Play. Yeah, this was the first time. The second time, I relived everything while cutting my videos for YouTube. And then the third time, when every episode appears on YouTube. Nearly every day, one of my episodes appear. Yeah, I've gone through Hush Hush 3 times. 3 times the same way, the same outcome. And it feels kinda strange, somehow. Hush Hush was a big part of my virtual life since September. Yeah. And there was not a single day where I was not thinking about Hush Hush. And for good reasons, because I got the soundtrack, which is very nice. It's so fitting, and it's calm and relaxing on the one hand. On the other hand, it's exciting, and well, it fits always to the scenes. And I really like the main theme, the title theme, which I often hear while driving to work on my bike. And then I'm remembering all the good times on Subrosa. It was like having a vacation on Subrosa for a month. And the main theme sends me back mentally. It sends me mentally back to Subrosa. Yeah, every time I'm listening to the main theme. And yeah, it's much better to have vacation than to go to work, so yeah, well, I want to go back to Subrosa. I want to be there. It was good times. Very good times. After finally reaching a good ending, a very good ending. In my eyes, my perfect ending. Yeah. Okay, we are finally reaching the end of my video. I hope I could point out some of the good things I like about Hush Hush. There are so many things. I can't even remember how many things I liked about Hush Hush. One incredible, important point. The artworks. I'm sorry, I was talking about the music and the gameplay and the characters and everything's perfect, but I didn't talk about the artworks. Of course, the artworks were also incredible. It has a nice, a very, very cool style. Yes, that's it, more or less. I like the style and the character design and everything. Oh, yes, as you know, maybe, if you watched my first video, I was talking about Hush Hush and the origin of some of the characters. They were from Crush Crush, and I'd like to see them here in Hush Hush again. Other way around, I was first playing Hush Hush and then Crush Crush for a while, and it's very nice to see the characters in both games. And yeah, I know there are some characters from Blush Blush. I was not playing Blush Blush. Yeah, but I like the concept. I really like the concept. Yeah. So what I want to say is, I like the artworks. Yeah, nearly all of them. Nearly, because all the death scenes broke my heart. Yes, that was not nice. Absolutely not. I'm jumping 1 point back, or 2 points. I was talking about the dramatic endings and how I shed tears. Normally I was reading all the narrator parts without any voice actor, of course. That was me. But at one point, I was not able to read. I could not read the narrator parts. No, I couldn't. Because I was crying. That was too much for me. And this is a good sign for how well this game is written and how it catches me. It hooked me. It was, yeah, perfect. So, yes, the artworks, they were kind of cool and kind of sexy. Although, yeah, now I'm complaining. Although I don't own the uncensored version. Yeah, it's not like I need the uncensored version, but I was, of course, a little curious. And thank you, Steam in Germany, I am not allowed to buy the uncensored version. Yeah. Nonetheless, I like the artworks anyway, so. And now I'm heading through the last parts of my video, because I think I tried to keep it short, but I couldn't. Yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. At the end, I'd like to thank some people. On the top, I really like to thank you, Nairobi, for giving me Hush Hush. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for our personal game of the year. Yeah, thank you very much. And I know you were talking with Hoshi about that game, and you too thought, yes, this could be a game for me. And yes, you were right. It is a game for me. The perfect panty game. The next panty game I play will be not that satisfying. It is really hard to top Hush Hush. Yes, because it's so perfect. I really like Hush Hush. So buy it if you haven't already. And then I'd like to thank some people who are responsible for me playing those panty games. Sparix, my brother, who is he's responsible in the first place. And thank you and Ghosty that you gave me Honey Pop, the game which started the panty section on my channel. Normally it would be retro stuff, and now it's retro and horror and panties. Because why not? It's perfect combination. No? Okay, whatever. Yes, and then I also like to thank you, Hoshi, Reaper and Kaleidoscope, who also gave me at least one of those panty games. Thank you very much. You are crazy. In a good way. And now some bigger thank yous. Very big thank yous. I really like to thank all members of Sad Panda Studios for making Hush Hush and Crush Crush and Blush Blush. Because especially Hush Hush. Without exaggeration, Hush Hush is by far the best, the perfect panty game. And in my opinion, it beats some AAA titles. Yes, I really mean that. Yes, I really like Hush Hush. I like the story, I like the storytelling, the artworks, the gameplay, the music, the voice acting. I really like every bit about this game. Every bit, every bite, every pixel. Apart from the death scenes. Thank you very much for traumatizing me. Sometimes I cannot sleep at night because of those scenes. And then I like to thank Support Panda from the Sad Panda Studios team. I had a little contact to Support Panda, a very nice contact. And yes, thank you very much for your quick response and the nice emails. I hope I was not too annoying. And yeah. Thanks again for your help and, of course, for your support, dear Support Panda. And last but not least, the most biggest thank you I can ever give goes to Mio. To Mio herself. Yeah, I know, that sounds a little weird. I'd like to thank Mio, the character in the game, just for existing. Yeah, thank you very much. But no, on the other hand, I mean her voice actor, Artist Panda, and the CEO of Sad Panda Studios, Morgan Long. Yes, I really like to thank you for making Hush Hush and Blush Blush and Crush Crush, and for the artworks and for your voice in the game, but not only in the game, but for your voice line for my Let's Play. Thank you very, very much again that you, yes, have spoken a little introduction for me, for a little YouTuber with less than 200 subscribers. This made my Let's Play somewhat special, and it's the first time a real voice actor have spoken something for me, and this was so incredible. I really enjoyed using this voice line. Yeah, thank you. Thank you again that you and Support Panda helped me getting into contact and everything. This shows that you guys really care for your community and your fans, and you guys got my support and my deepest thank for Hush Hush, my favorite panty game. I really hope, Sad Panda Studios, that you are developing a new game, maybe in the style of Hush Hush, and I would play it even if it's not about girls but about boys, because I'd like the way you write stories. I would date boys, just for you. If you have characters from Blush Blush, then I would date them. Yeah. So, even though I'm not into boys, but the way you write stories and the characters and the character development, it convinced me to buy every game you publish in the next years. And if it's about characters from Crush Crush or Blush Blush or Hush Hush, then it would, of course, have a similar name. And I was thinking about some names, and it's not easy, but the English language got so many options. Like some suggestions. Okay, listen. Like rush rush, hurry up to get your love, something like that. Or what do I have? I have some things written down here, like gush gush, discover the fountain of love. Or lush lush, this is true love we're making. Okay, this is true love we're making is a reference to certain background music of the fighting game Capcom vs. SNK 2, which I really like. The fighting game, not the... Oh, I like that music too, but the lyrics are a little... It's always the same. It's this is true love we're making. This is true love we're making. It's always the same. So lush lush, this is true love we're making. Or mush mush, love, death, and everything, which is a reference to the series Love, Death, and Robots, and to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. You know, life, universe, and everything. Love, death, and everything. I like that one. How about brush brush? Clean up your love life. What else do I got? Flush flush. Something with toilets, I don't know. Plush plush. Cuddle, huddle, and snuggle. What about that? And then smush smush. Only your love can do something. Think about that, I don't know. Yeah, this were my suggestions for a sequel. Feel free to use one of these suggestions. This is the end of my video, so thank you again. Thank everybody. Thank you, my viewers. Thank you, Sad Panda Studios. Thank you for everything. I hope I'll see you again in the next Panty game, maybe from Sad Panda Studios. I really hope you guys do something new. That would be so incredible. Or a DLC. I would buy every DLC for Hush Hush. Yes. I would just buy it, just to support you, because I like your work. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. So, this is the end of the video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything. Please be safe, everyone. Stay healthy. And remember, only your love can save them. So, take care. Your Anna und die. Tschüss, Lerö.